Oh, hello again everyone. It's been a little while since I've uploaded a video, and behind me here is the reason why. I've been pretty busy building a planes base on top of two pillars. The third pillar I still need to get working on sometime shortly. This has been created entirely in survival mode with the use of no cheats. All the resources were brought here the old-fashioned way. I'll upload a time-lapse of the build itself and put it in the description of this video shortly. But in the meantime, let's go on a little tour here. You can see a dock below me that our boats can park in. We brought a few resources in, especially the iron this way. A staircase that runs up the natural formed rock pillar. Above me here is a spiderweb looking structure of stone coming out with core wood in order to form a base for the build. This base I'm standing in right now was actually created second. The other base that you can see in the distance over here was the first of the two bases I created. I learned a lot from that first one that I brought into the second one. The second one took much less time. Down below me here we can see the base itself and the ramp that is connecting the two bases. This has iron supports running along, you can see just there. There's about 20 to 30 horizontal support beams that allow the bridge to be connected. They were very difficult to place as you have to have a forge, as you see beside me here, every time you want to put down an iron support pillar. And anyone that's played the game in survival would know to build a forge you're going to need to have some copper. You're also going to need, in order to get the iron in the first place, some smelters, and for that you're going to need Surtling cores, and for all of that you're going to need a whole bunch of coal to put through the kilns to turn the original ore into the resources that you require to actually build. So a lot of that happened too, and it was very time consuming. It's probably half of the build time here. See our bridge here connecting the two bases, a little view out to the side. There's the third rock that we're going to build out on the top of eventually. Haven't quite got to that one yet. Had to roof this whole structure as well, which was also quite annoying. We've almost reached the build height limit here, especially coming out from the central pillar. These here is a big rock formation that I built up over the top of the natural formed rock. I did that so no one would accidentally pickaxe the rock and destroy the entire base. Here's a reasonable view you get of the dock portion down the bottom with a bit of wood floating in it at the moment from things that have fallen while building. The second base connected by the pathway below me here. I think that second base probably gives you a slightly nicer overall view, but this first base is not too bad. This is my original baby, so I still like it as well. You see here I've got a bit of a entrance into a scaffolding area. Those of you with keen eyes can probably see the iron support structure there connected from one base's stone pillar across to the other base's stone pillar. There's a whole bunch of core wood underneath here that connects from the stone pillars to move out to create foundations for the whole structure to be built. This was done and took a really long time on this base. The other base I got a little bit better at it. This staircase is new. The governing body that looks after workplace health and safety would not have been impressed with the scaffolding system I used to create this in the first place. It consisted of a few ladders, a few flooring tiles, bits of core wood poking out, and me precariously hanging on the edge of them all. As you can see here running along this roof, it was a little bit frustrating to try and get these to line up and connect properly with the walls that I placed first, but we got it done eventually. One side's 26 degrees, the other side's 45 degrees. Here's the dock area and a whole crap load of stone used to make that staircase, which I might add is floating and was incredibly difficult to build. See my bed at the top of the stairs there. Underneath you can see we've got 3 different smelters here, some personal chests. I've got all the accessories required to upgrade the workbenches and forges to maximum level. Took a long time to get the copper, tin and iron required to do that to this location. There's my bed, dragon bed, very pretty. Got to put a brazier in the ceiling here at some point. Haven't done that just yet. We'll go for a little tour on the outside now. If there's one thing I've learned building in the plains is that every time you go outside, you eat food. Because if you don't have a lot of health and you come across one of these bad boys, pretty quick instant death and then a really big annoyance trying to get back your body. Looking up in the sky above, you can see a side-on view of the magnitude of this build. There is several thousand stone, and I would say in the area somewhere around 4,000 wood. You want to count core wood, there's probably about 1,000 of that up there as well. So you can imagine the amount of time taken to bring all those goods here. You probably saw a couple of portals as I walked through. Those portals have been used to transport from a forest far away all of the material we could bring through it. The port itself had to be used to bring in the iron, and the tin and copper we collected from further away. And it wouldn't be a plains build unless every time you went outside you came across a couple of annoying gremlin and some logs trying to destroy your YouTube video. above me here, as I keep trying to pan up to show, you can see more of the spiderweb system that was used to come out from the pillars to be able to build in the first place. It's actually very hard to get an angle on this base to get a nice thumbnail, or even to try and get the whole thing in one shot. Is that more furlings? Are you fucking kidding me? How hard is it to just be able to film a video? The Valheim gods really hate me sometimes, eh? Here's a bit of a better view of the base. Watch these little furlings chase me further off in the distance. I'm gonna have to kill them. And there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.